Hello, hello. All right, welcome, welcome. Hey, Lena. Hey, Miss Charles. Hi, Lindsay. So it's one question, 3333, or a mini, 7777. Hello, Chisa. All right, so Leslie is up first with a question, and then S, the letter S, has a mini. Oh, I love that horse. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hey, Leslie. Good job. Good job. Good job. Leslie, you type your question for me. Type your question for me. That way you don't have to wait, baby girl. That way you don't have to wait. Can I tell you if you're close to meeting the new person? Oh, wow. I will definitely tell you what Spirit says. I will definitely give you that. All right. Okay. Yeah. You're moving away from stiller waters, Leslie. Leslie, you're moving away from stiller waters, which means you're moving into action. You're just about there, not yet, but you're just about there. I feel like the person is already around you. It is being like organized, orchestrated now as we speak. So I feel like it's literally right around the corner, Leslie. I know you've been waiting a while. This person that's coming towards you had to go away from something. They had to turn their back on something. They had to finish something, end something, which is what the delay is about. The delay isn't about you not being ready. The delay is not about you not healing. It's not about you holding on to the past. It's not any of that. The delay is the other person. They're preparing themselves. They're preparing themselves mentally, emotionally, and spiritually to come toward you. In other words, they're getting up the courage. They're coming up with their own plan, so to speak. It's true. It's true. So the timing, unfortunately, isn't yours or mine. The universe is waiting on this person to complete certain tasks that they need to complete. Hi, thank you so much, Alexandra. So they're waiting for this person to complete the tasks that are needed so that they can come forward and bring themselves to you. This person doesn't want to come in half-assed, and this person doesn't want to come towards you not ready. This person wants to be prepared. This person wants to come like with all their guns loaded, which means they want to come with their best side forward. Thank you, Payman. Hi, sweetheart. Payman, I'm so excited about your car. I'm so excited. So, Leslie, just know that the universe is sending them. Again, it's not you holding the situation up. This is all about them coming in, them being prepared. Yeah. It's like they don't They don't want any judgment, meaning they want to clear up all loose ends. They don't want to come in and have to go back out and finish something and then come back. Thank you, Alexandra. So it is, in fact, a blessing. It is, in fact, a blessing, Leslie, being prepared for you. So deserving. I don't know anybody more deserving than you and Payman. Honestly, so deserving of love to come in. Even Lindsay. Lindsay's been waiting a long time. But Lindsay still has more work to put in. You still got more work to put in, Lindsay. Oh, that's awesome. Now, when you go to pick it up, Payman, you make sure that they had the oil changed, that the tires are good. You make sure, okay? And before you sign any more papers, you make sure you take it for another test drive to make sure it's okay, to make sure no lights come on. So you take it for another test drive, okay? Before you go off of that lot as owner, you take another test drive. Look at the windshield wipers, because if you say to them, listen, I need new windshield wipers, these are old, then they will put new wipers on for you at no cost. So make sure you say to them, you know, these windshield wipers look old and we get a lot of rain here. I need new wipers put on, if you don't mind. And they will do it. They will do it. All right, so you make sure the oil is changed. You make sure they topped off all your fluids. Oh, Blue Sapphire, okay. The PayPal link, if you click on the link, it's really fast. And you can type your question here and watch it later. It's up to you. It's up to you, Blue Sapphire. It's up to you. Fluids, oil change, yep. And even the brakes. Like I said, take it for a drive again. And if it feels like the brakes, if you have to push all the way down to stop, then the brakes need to be redone, because you don't want to take on this car and have all this work to do. Because it is a used car. What kind of, are you getting a good warranty? Make sure you're getting a good warranty, or you're paying for that extended warranty, because you're going to need that. You're going to need that. And make sure that with that warranty, a rental car is included for you when your car goes in the shop. Okay? You want to make sure the rental car is included with your warranty, your extended warranty. All right? Because even though it may cost a little extra, it's worth it. Because what it'll cost you with a used car, you know, I mean, Fords are good. Escorts are a good car. They last. But there's no reason for you to have to pay out of pocket 12 months. Okay. You may want an extended warranty before that one expires. When you get to the 10th month, you might want to purchase extended warranty. It should be bumper to bumper. Hi, Tammy. But you ask them to show you the work order. Ask them to show you the paperwork that says the oil was changed, the transmission fluid was changed, the make sure the air condition is working, turn on the heat, make sure the heat's working, okay? Turn it all on before you sign anything. Don't let them push you around. Don't let them think because they're dealing with a woman that you're not smart. Say, can I see the paperwork of the work that was done on this before I pick it up? Can I see the paperwork where the oil change was done? Can I see the paperwork where the air filter was changed? Can I see the paperwork? Ask for the paperwork for everything. It's okay, Cranky. Hang in there. Spirit would be right here for you. So if it's meant to happen, it will. And if it's not, accept that and just be calm. Be calm. So please let my moderators know if you purchased a question. I'm looking for S. Is S in the room? Is S in the room yet? I'm waiting for S for the mini read. S. Moderators, keep looking for the initial S. I'm waiting for the initial S to show up for their mini. Check the heat, the air condition, all good. Okay, so the air got nice and cold, right? You shut the windows and you turned it on and the air got nice and cold. You're making sure you're driving it again for a decent amount of a ride, at least 15, 20 minutes to make sure no lights come on. Hi, Beebs. So we're looking for S. S is supposed to be here for a mini. Leslie had a question, which was answered. Yeah, you want to drive it for a decent amount of time. Tell me, you know what? Before I sign this final paper, I want to take it for another ride. I want to make sure that I'm comfortable with this. A lot of times we just ride around a lot or we just ride around a block. That's not enough. It's not enough. Maybe that's just it. Maybe you're just trying too hard. All right, Beeb, that you might be just due for it by then. You might be just due for it by then. I think there's more messages coming in your dreams first, BB. Take the free ones first. Take the free ones first. Yeah, it's definitely not cheap. No cars are cheap. It shouldn't be more than $15,000. Did you look up the Blue Book value on that car? Did you look it up in the Blue Book to see what the value is of that car, that particular model of that car, and that year of that car with the miles? Make sure you look it up. Make sure you look it up, Payman. Look up the value of the car, the Blue Book value. Okay, Tammy? Tammy's on the list for a mini. Is S in the house yet? Is S in the house yet? Yes, thank you, Lucerne. Thank you, baby. Yeah, S sent the payment. Yeah, letter S. Yep. She goes by the letter S. Oh, nice. Nice. And they had a Carfax? Did they have a Carfax? Not yet, Leo. Thank you for checking. All right, I can go ahead and do Tammy's, and we'll wait for S to come in the room. Tammy. Yes, thank you. Thank you, BB. Okay, S. No, not Shelly. No. No, this is a new person, actually. It's a new person. No, Shelly usually would say it right on here that she was getting a reading, but Shelly's going to the airport today to go back to Florida. So she probably won't be on here. Oh, good. Good, Payman. Good. Because I don't want you to rush into something I don't want you to be taken advantage of. So I'm going to do Tammy first. Tammy, please type your question or questions. If you want to do a mini that way, if you want to ask me questions, you can. Or if you'd like me to just go on a particular... yeah, I finally got a new subscriber. Yeah. Got a couple of them. Bluebell and Blueberry. Blueberry and this S. I forget what the name is up on here. You'll see when she comes on what she's under. I can't do her mini without her here. I'm looking out for you, little sister. I'm looking out for you. But you make sure they show you that paperwork of what was done. And if they didn't change the oil and all that, then tell me, you know what? Keep the car another day and I'll come back because I want all that done. I want all that done. I'm not going to leave here and have to come back in 4 weeks with an oil change. I'm not doing that. No. They should have that car ready for you. It should be cleaned, washed, oil change, fluids, radiator flushed, all the good stuff. Tell me you're no fool. You're no fool. You're not going to invest in this much money and leave the parking lot with it like it is. No. No. Okay. All right, Tammy. Hold on 1 second, Tammy. We got Shars here. So S, we are ready to go. We are ready to go. S, we are ready to go. type your question as what you want this mini read to be about, sweetheart. Type your question, what you want this mini read to be about. Yeah, that's good, because if you didn't say changed, they'll just say they checked them and they're full and they're good. No. You tell them no. I want to make sure you changed them, and I want to see the paperwork that says you changed them. Transmission oil, regular oil, all the above. Yep. Be a bitch. Be a bitch, because you know what? They don't care. It's not about that. They're just trying to make their commission. So you know what? Tell them, you know what? I can buy a car somewhere else. I don't have to get it here. You be firm with them. Because you don't. You waited this long. If you have to wait a little longer, then that's what you'll do. Okay, Shar. Yeah, what's your question on? Will you reconcile with M? Okay. All right, let's see. All right, Shar. Will Shar reconcile with M? Will Shar reconcile with M? Will Shar reconcile with M? Thank you, Tammy W. Yeah, Shar, welcome. Shar is a new subscriber. Thank you, Shar. Okay. Will she and M reconcile? Oh, boy. Shar, it feels like there's a lot of imbalance between the two of you. It feels like there's two different energies together, like two different energies here. I feel like one person wanted this breakup and the other person did not. It feels like this was made as an excuse. Somebody broke up as an excuse. Somebody's afraid of responsibility. Somebody was feeling trapped in a situation. Does that make sense to you so far? Does that make sense to you so far, Shar? Does that make sense so far? Some of it, okay. I feel like there was a battle. With this battle, though, it feels more like, when I say battle, what I'm referring to is a control issue. I don't know if somebody was putting on demands or somebody was requesting something to change. Was someone requesting something to change? Wanting something to change somehow. That's what I keep hearing. Either you were wanting something to change somehow or someone to change somehow. Hi, Shelly. I didn't know you're there. Oh, you're at the gate of the airport. Parking was crazy. Oh, my God. Be safe, Shelly. You got your little Zeusy with you? So does that make sense, Shar? I'm doing mini Shelly for 77.77. I'm doing one question for 33.33. But Shelly is on her way to Florida. Oh. Shar, you decided not to engage in a feeling. Yes. Okay. All right. Oh, you got the big Z. ZZ Topper. Okay, Shelly, I'll get you down. You walked away instead of arguing, Shar. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, because I don't feel like you were happy with the way something was going. And that's what they're telling me spiritually, that you weren't happy with the way something was going. And you felt almost as if this person didn't care about your feelings or your emotions with the situation. I feel like you were trying to prove a point when you walked away. You were definitely trying to prove a point. I feel like this person feels like they messed up. They feel like they messed up, Shar. They definitely feel like they messed up. I I think they know they could have handled it differently. They know they could have handled something differently. But I feel like this person is stubborn too. Yes? Is this person very stubborn? Because I'm getting like a brick wall. So either they put their wall up, or the defense is up, or they've blocked you, or they put boundaries between the two of you. Somebody has. Either you have or they have. You feel that too. Yeah. I feel like it's temporary. It is temporary. Yeah, they clobbered me. Yeah. Yeah. This is temporary. I feel like this started out, I feel like this relationship itself, it started out innocently, unplanned. This connection that you had with this person blindsided you, yeah. It feels like it just happened. Like this connection just happened. I also feel like you're aware that there was another person involved here. Are you in fact aware there was another person involved in this situation? Because I feel like this person was not happy with the situation that they were in. I feel like they were looking for an out, to get out of that. It feels like, all right, Shelly, got you. Moderators, can you get Shelly's question, what she wants the mini on, and save it for me until, in case Shelly boards on a plane and misses it? Just make sure you have her question, Shelly's question, saved. Lindsay or Leo. So, Shar, yeah, your person, it was complicated for them. It's almost like they were caught up in a mess that they didn't know how to get out of, where this relationship is concerned. I feel like in the beginning, this person complimented you. They said the right things to you. Hi, our world. Hi. Shelly, could you type your question for Leo to save? So, Shar. This person spoke the right words to you. They definitely were attracted to you. But I feel like there wasn't a whole lot of conversation between the two of you. I feel like it was quick text messages or quick conversations. I feel like there was intimacy, but I don't think it was the kind of romance that you were hoping for with this person. I don't think it was as romantic as you had hoped it would be. Okay, you got that message, Leo? You got Shelly's question? Shar, I would have to say that this person is a soulmate. Neither one of those. They're a soulmate, but they're a soulmate that comes with lessons. I feel like the attraction was mutual from the beginning. But I feel like the energy that they're showing me is that it was at their convenience. This relationship was always met up on what's convenient for them. I feel like they didn't take your feelings. Yeah, I feel like they didn't take your feelings into consideration. I don't think feelings were a big part of it for them. But I think they knew how you felt about them. It's almost like you fed their ego. It's like you fed their ego. I think you'll have the opportunity to be back with this person, But I'm sorry to say that I don't feel like it will go to a commitment. I don't feel like they'll walk away totally from that other party. I feel like there's an obligation there that they can't walk away from. But I feel like you deserve better than this person. I feel like in a way you were kind of settling for them. I think that you had been hurt in the past and you were trying to replace that pain with anything that you could. Whether it's medication, whether it's a person. I think you're trying to fill that void the wrong way, is what I'm getting. You're definitely trying to fill that void with the wrong things. The only way to truly fill that void, Shar, is to do things that are for you, to do things that are going to make you happy. There's something about learning or education or training or skills that you could put a lot of energy into and turn a lot around financially, even for yourself. You've been down this road before with a different person. This road has a lot of turns in it. A lot of turns in it. And what I mean by a road with a lot of turns in it means a lot of choices, a lot of challenges, a lot of consequences. I don't want you to end up driving off the road, so to speak. Very spiritual. I feel like you're almost grounding yourself to the understanding that, yeah, you could have this person back. They liked being with you. They had a good time. But again, you're the one that gets to decide how you handle your emotions, because this person is not going to fulfill your emotional need, your mental needs, your spiritual needs. This person can only fulfill a physical need, which for you, your physical and your mental and your spiritual and your emotional are all linked together. Wouldn't you agree that all of your emotions are linked together? You're not the person that can just go sleep with somebody and call it a day, especially when you've caught feelings for that person, correct? Exactly. The card comes up for you as the Nine of Swords. With this Nine of Swords, I don't want you to blame yourself. That's not the case. You walked in on a situation that was already complicated, and it wasn't there for you to go and fix it. That's their problem. Oh, good. Yeah, exactly. I know your heart is. Yeah, you're not, like I said, you're not that person to just go sleep around with somebody. That's just not you. He knew what to say. Like I said, there was a connection. He knew how to talk to you. He knew what he was doing. He's still going to come back to you with the same energy to get your attention, to pull you toward him, to make you believe that something will change, to make you believe that one day he can be yours, to make you believe that there's more to it than what there is. But trust and believe me, he's not leaving that situation, okay? He's not leaving that. He's definitely stuck where he's at. Although he sees you as the grass being greener on the other side, he's not willing to walk away from whatever he's involved in right now. Will he temporarily sleep with you? Absolutely. That's going to screw up your mind. If you're smart, you'll stay strong now and avoid him. If you continue to stay raveled and caught up in this when he does return, and you go back in for more, thinking that you could change him, thinking you could change his mind, thinking you could convince him that you're better, it's not going to happen. You're going to find yourself 3 years down the road still being his convenience, still being his option, and not being a choice. All right, so that is your mini. Pretty deep mini. That's your mini. So the answer is yes, he's going to come back. Yes, he's going to try very hard to convince you that he wants to be with you. He's going to try to feed you and compliment you. He's going to come back as a wolf in sheep's clothing, and I need you to be prepared for that. Don't say I didn't warn you, because this is going to be, if you think it's hard now to walk away and to say, no, thank you, it's going to be 10 times harder later, and you won't be able to walk away. But see, this point here, you can walk away. But I promise you, down the road, you won't be able to do it without causing yourself a lot of illness, a lot of problem, a lot of mental stress, and losing a lot of things, isolating. Oh, North Node. Yeah, please, Shar. Shar, if I thought he would change, or if I thought he would walk away from that person, and mind you, I'm not a tarot reader. Remember, I'm not a tarot reader. I'm clairvoyant. I'm clairaudient. I'm psychic. I'm a medium. I can feel your energy right through this phone, right through this connection. I can feel his energy through you. And I can tell you he's not coming with truth. His face is not bringing truth. He's bringing deception. He's bringing sneaky. He's bringing lies. He's bringing gaslighting. He's bringing breadcrumbs. So in other words, he's going to breadcrumb you, give you just enough to make you want to come to him. And then he's going to take that away. And then he's going to blame you for things that aren't even your fault. And then he's going to use that as an excuse, because now he has to go back to the other person. Trust me when I tell you, this is a never-ending cycle that is going to harm you mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Okay? So we have S, we have Tammy, we have Shelly, we have Lucerne. So Tammy's next, and then Shelly. So Tammy, you were next. Thank you, Lucerne. Yes, definitely, Shar. And I'm sorry about that. Listen, even though you know it's a dead end, listen, that don't mean it don't hurt. That doesn't mean it doesn't feel bad. That doesn't mean it doesn't affect you. But I'm glad you're able to see that, making a tough decision now will make things much easier later. It's kind of like when we're dieting. Avoiding those sugars and the cakes and the sweets and the stuff now will benefit us later. Sometimes right away you can't see what rewards it's going to have for you. But trust me when I tell you, you'll be glad and thank yourself later. It does hurt. It hurts bad. And I mean bad. And that's why we weaken, because we don't want it to hurt anymore. But if you don't want it to hurt anymore, get busy. Do things. Keep your mind busy. Tire yourself out so bad when you go to bed you just fall asleep. Okay? Put yourself into something, whether it's your work, your family, whatever career you're doing. Put yourself into that. Take the overtimes. Get busy. So that all you have to do is come home, get your stuff done, eat your food, get your shower, get your pajamas on, go to bed, and then another day. And as each day passes, it will get easier. All right, Tammy. Questions about? Tammy said questions about. You got it, Payment. You're welcome, Shar. I like it better from my grandmother. I like the words that come out of my head from her than the cards tell me. Cards are general. My words from my grandmother are more personable. They sound like they're talking just to one person, where the tarot cards, They read this. The card will read the same for everybody if I just read the readings, the meanings on there. It's boring. All right. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Lucerne. All right. Thank you, Shar. I'm here if you need me, Shar. All right. Thank you. I'm glad you love my grandmother. Well, we're here. Well, she's always here with me. Yep. I drive down the road doing readings. People go, "You're driving?" I say, "Yeah. Yeah. I'm in the grocery store. I do readings. I'm at the pool. I do readings. It doesn't go away. No matter what I'm doing. I could be in the shower. I could be in the pool. I could be in the bed. It doesn't go away. It doesn't go away. I wish it would sometimes. Give me a break, but it doesn't. Yeah, very direct. Yeah. My grandma will talk to you like she's sitting at the table with you. When she's giving me messages for you, it'll be like she's the one sitting right here talking directly to you. Hmm. Thank you, Tammy. So, Tammy, what's your questions on, babe? I miss it. Trying to scroll back up. Thank you, Shelly, for helping out. Thank you, Shelly. You keep an eye on my ZZ Top Boy, my ZZ Zusi. What the heck? Tammy, your birds are here. And they're going crazy out there. I got birds going crazy out here, Tammy. Tammy, I saw hawks today. Not hawks, black crows when I was walking Buttons today. They were talking up a storm. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tracy. Oh, thank you, Payman. Thank you, Payman. You're a very strong lady yourself. He's sleeping. Oh, good. Oh. When you leave him home to go to the back with your sister, make sure you turn on music or TV for him, okay? Shelly? Turn TV or music on for him. Thank you, Shelly. Love you too. Tammy, I don't see your question. Moderators, can you type Tammy's question? I didn't see it. Thank you, Shar. Yes. 71777. So I need Tammy's question. What's ahead for me? What's ahead for me? What's ahead for me? What's ahead for me? How does S see me? Job info, assistance, help. Okay. All right. So Tammy, I'm just going to speak with my grandmother. I'm not going to use the cards. So Tammy, I know it's hard not to stress out. I know that you're really making a difference this time. You're trying really hard, differently than you've ever tried before. I also feel like Scott's emotions and feelings are the same. I feel like the two of you, right now, it's like both of you are in the house too much. And maybe having a couple moments where it's just kind of blah. doing your thing, doing his thing. I get it. I feel like he goes somewhere for a couple hours of the day, or he does something that's distractive, meaning he keeps himself busy separately for a couple hours of the day. I also feel like he feels there's a side of you that he's never seen before, that he's never really, or he hasn't seen in a long time. Something's drawing him to you much more than it ever did before. There's something magnetic happening within you that's giving him this feeling of love, this feeling of acceptance, this feeling of trust. There's still a little something between the two of you that is in your minds, always there. Something that maybe a thought will haunt you sometimes. Maybe for him too. But this thought is just that. It just is a thought, and then you push it out of your mind. So does he. Somebody's finally realizing the difference between now and then, where you and him are concerned together. You're realizing the difference between now and then. Comparing the apples to oranges, realizing that it's so much better to keep the oranges. Because the apples, there's always a bad apple. Assistance is showing up for you. This assistance is going to help with many things. Whether that's food, whether that's electric, whether that's rent. The assistance is showing up. And something's coming very soon. Some type of communication is coming very soon about that. Yeah, outside in nature is great. The two of you, before this year is over, are going to make a very firm, concrete decision. Could be very, very exciting decision. I feel like the job delay has got you frustrated. It's got you pondering a lot. I feel like you feel like there's nothing else to do but wait, but wait, but wait. Keep checking that website for the particular place that you're trying to get in, for new positions that show up. Because I feel like there's a new posting coming up. And I feel like if you apply to that new posting as well, it's going to bring you joy. It's going to attract somebody's attention. So there's something about a new post. Oh, okay, Shelly. I hope you can watch it later. Good luck. Safe trip. Bye, ZZ Top. Chew some bubble gum so your ears don't pop. Looking at houses too. Great. There is a very beautiful balance between you and your man. Better than it's ever been. Longer than it's ever been. And this is lasting way longer because the way that you two are respecting each other's boundaries and respecting each other. It's funny when you're dealing with something without the mind fucking up, meaning without the problems that get created in our minds, how much easier things become. Satisfaction is definitely on the list, top of the list for you. Again, look at the positions that are available because something new is going to be posted. And I feel like it's going to get you right in. It's like keep checking because every 3 days something changes on that. Every 3 days something's changing. So you check it Monday, you check it Wednesday, you check it Friday. There's a goofy kind of feeling between you and Scott. It's goofy. It's like it's fun. It's enjoyable. Try to turn on something that's going to make you laugh, whether it's a movie or whatever. Try to go somewhere, even if it's just for ice cream, something simple. Find things to laugh at. So I keep hearing, find things to laugh at. I feel like you're going to laugh so hard your stomach's going to hurt. Money is going to get much better, Tammy. But your higher power is definitely sending assistance to you as needed. I do feel like there is going to be a home in your future where you have no more worries. It's just big enough for the two of you. No, you don't need something huge. You don't. Just need something big enough and something with a yard. A small yard. Small yard. Just enough to have your little garden and just enough to maybe have a dog running around, whatever, but it's just enough. It's definitely going to be in another town. It's not going to be where you are. There's definitely more movement here. I feel like there's travel around you. And the longer that you guys act this way together, the more content Scott will be to do what's in your mind, like what you want to do. He'll be more agreeable. Right now, I don't feel like he'd be agreeable to move to another state, but it is coming that he's going to want the change because he's going to trust in the relationship so much that he'll be willing to do so. He does like to hear you laugh. It makes him smile. And yeah, joking around, making fun, cracking up, digging at one another, roasting each other, whatever, and looking at other people. It's just like enjoying the life. And that's what you're going to have fun doing. You know, it's funny, you don't have everything that you want right now, but you're finding so much happiness and contentment with what you do have. And I feel like your favorite time is to go to bed at night, just to kind of be next to him. It's like you're resting easier, you're sleeping more peaceful. I'm not sure there's a sound that you're hearing when you're laying down at night. You may have everything off, but I hear something. It's a sound of something. So I don't know if you're listening to meditation. I don't know if you're listening to music. I don't know if you're listening to binaural beats. I don't know if you're listening to ocean sounds. But it's showing me listening to something, and it relaxes you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's my grandma's cross. And that's my heart necklace that I've had since I was on the board of directors for Afar, the um, owner of Afar. Got that for me at a Chinese auction. Tammy, it feels more. I think south, I feel like, is wrong for you. It's more north. Exactly. Oh, the fan. Okay. Because I kept feel like when I'm trying to feel your energy laying there, it's like white noise, right? So it's white noise. It's the sound that you like to hear. It's almost like you count it. Like, zzz, zzz, zzz. It's like this, you're counting. It's like you're counting. Yeah, my grandmother tells me that yous are going to be okay. Yous two are so much stronger now together. Before it was, I'm strong, he's strong. I'm strong, he's strong. Now it's we're strong. Now you're in the we are. So I hope those messages help, Tammy. I hope they help. And yes, it is more north. Northwest, maybe. Northwest. All right. Who's next? Who's next? Lucerne, we'll do you next, Lucerne, because Shelly's flying. So we'll do Lucerne next. Lindsay, I'm sorry. Hold that for me. Lucerne, type your question. I'll do Shelly last. Maybe she'll be off the plane. I'll do Shelly last. Maybe she'll be off the plane. Lucerne, can I get the messages from Grandma, please? What is going to bring Sean and I closer to be in the relationship? I'm not giving up faith. I'll be in a relationship with Sean. Okay, great. Beautiful. Okay, Lucerne, let me talk to my grandma and get your messages. My grandmom said that you have a very loving heart. My grandmother said that you occasionally know when you go overboard. You know when you over dramatize something. You know when you overthink something. You know when you feel, excuse me, insecure about the situation sometimes. She also talks about you knowing that this is a place of love that you come from. That's why you do what you do and you feel the way you do. And you challenge some situations is because of the love that you feel for him, right? For the love that you feel for him. You're very much welcome. You acknowledge the things that you know need work on. You acknowledge that allowing your mind to take you to places that you don't need to go to. That sometimes your mind can sabotage this relationship quicker than anything because of your fears, because of the concerns that you have from past, past either abandonment, past abuse, some emotional abuse that you've gone through. There's definitely a lot of love you have for him. I see that clearly. And he does have love for you. But he doesn't want to play the back and forth game. He just wants things to go smoothly. He is going to reach out to you. And you are going to get back together. But a balance is going to need to be made. I don't mean I want you to kiss his ass. I'm not saying that. But yes, do your part like you said, that's perfect. But expecting him to do his part as well. And holding him accountable for that is okay. Discussing what your expectations are of one another is very important to get this relationship back to where it needs to be. But also respecting the fact that he has a life and you have a life. And he has friends and you have friends. And there's things he'll do and things you'll do separately. But then there's a lot of things that you'll do together. He has other friends around him that sometimes to get jealous of the connection that he has with you. And they do try to pull him away from you sometimes. You're right about that. And sometimes he knows that he shouldn't be making those choices that he does. And he knows he's wrong for that. But what he does know is he can depend on you. And he knows that you're there for him. And he knows that you're very educated. Apparently you read a lot, or you read about things a lot, or you can look up things a lot. But I feel like you're very good education-wise, or very good in school, or very good in learning. I feel like the challenges that you had growing up as a child, always having to prove yourself, always having to prove that you're independent enough, always proving that you can take care of yourself, because other people didn't think that you could. Other people didn't think you was mature enough to handle relationships. Other people didn't think you were mature enough to handle work and your own apartments and things like that. Yes, you've gotten assistance from other places to help you to get and maintain these homes or apartments, whatever. Yes. But I feel like you've come a long way. I feel like you need only minimal assistance at this point. I feel like you're definitely branching out to something better for yourself. This person doesn't like being away from you. I need you, Lucerne, to understand that. This person doesn't like being away from you. And sometimes they don't like being with you. When you argue too much, they don't like being with you. So I'm going to tell you the truth on both sides. But you have a lot of fun together. You do a lot of laughing together. I feel like you're a joker. I feel like you can joke some stuff and make it fun. I feel like you make things fun. I feel like you can joke. Oh, good. I see you read a lot. Yes, you learn a lot. I feel like, Lucerne, that you and him are going to get very soon back on track. And I feel like there's going to come to a point where you end up living together under the same roof. But you have to watch the jealousy. Sometimes you take things that are not really needed to be jealous about because it's not what it seems. So keep some things to yourself. Pay attention to your surroundings. Don't flirt with different guys. And don't let different guys try to flirt with you. If you're truly in love with this one person, then you keep your attention focused on this one person. Don't try to make the other person jealous because he will walk away. Sean will walk away. Okay? Yeah, you do joke with him a lot, and he likes that. Yes, that's very good. So what I'm understanding is that, yeah, there's a lot of people try to flirt with you because you're beautiful. Why wouldn't they? Yeah. Don't let these people get into your mix. Don't let people get involved around you. Don't give them the time of day. If they compliment you, you say thank you and you keep it moving. As long as there's no more threats made, no more threats that you're going to do this or you're going to do that, or you're going to tell this person, you're going to tell that person, we can't do that. That's childish. We can't do that, okay? So focus on taking care of yourself, finishing whatever you're doing with studying and learning. He will reach out to you or reply back to you, is what I hear, reply back to you. So communication is coming. He will agree to see you very soon, within a few days or within a few weeks. He will agree to see you. And from there, you two will be able to get back together as long as you keep other people out of it. As long as you keep other people out of it. Yeah, it's okay. He might be backed off for now, but he'll be coming forward very soon. He will respond very soon, so I hope that helps. But that is your messages from Grandma. Yes, you could. You could ask to see him. He may not be ready the first time, but I feel like he is going to agree. I feel like he is going to agree. You can ask him if you'd like to. I feel like he'll agree. I feel like he'll agree. Okay? Be patient, Lucerne. Be patient. Okay, Shelley's question. Shelley. How does Tomas feel about her, and what was the other question? And like I said, he may not respond right away, but he will eventually respond. He will. Be patient is what I said. Be patient. What does T feel about her now that she's leaving? Future actions toward her. Okay, Shelley, so where Tomas is concerned, his feelings, current feelings. Hoping that you get home safely. Wondering if you'll be back up there before he gets to come to see you. Feeling kind of sad because of the fact that he liked it when he could conveniently come and see you. Feeling kind of sad because there'll be more distance now from where he is to where you're going. Feeling kind of sad because he knows that it takes more strategic planning for that to happen. But he is planning to do so, as we confirmed this morning. He knows that in the long run, like in the end, so to speak, that you two are going to be together. He feels that he's destined to be with you. He's very, it's funny, he doesn't talk about it a lot, but he is very spiritual. And he gets signs from different things, like how Tammy gets signs from the animals, the birds, and whatever. He gets signs from different things, whether it's the way a leaf looks, a particular leaf falls, or this pattern of this, or colors sometimes, or numbers sometimes, or perhaps it's a cardinal, or perhaps it's a butterfly. Some things mean spiritual messages to him. They're mere spiritual messages to him. And he's getting confirmation that being with you is what makes him happy. His intentions are to continue the way things have been going, and even more so. His intentions are to get closer and closer to you. His intentions, his goals, are to live with you. He doesn't want to admit all that right now because he feels like a failure because he can't get the jobs that he wants, or get the control that he wants, or the situation under control that he's been trying to do for so long. He doesn't want you to see him as a failure. He wants to come to you as a very strong man with an opportunity in his hands, like a job in his hands. I feel like he's going to try harder to get a job around your area where you live, because he knows that you are always so encouraging, always uplifting him. He falls short a lot of that. He falls depressed a lot. He gets caught up in a negative spiral and then gets really miserable about it. And then he's like beside himself, so he isolates for a few days. Or he does things that are minimal, like texting, calling, whatever. And that's not about you. That's because he's caught up in his own mess up here. He's going to be down there visiting you, or up there, whichever way you look at this. I guess down there. He's going to come to you sooner than you think. Sooner than you think. I feel like the month of August or September is very important. I feel like that's when he's going to come. It's going to be quite sooner than you think. So when you get home, yes, you got a lot to do, sister. You got a lot to clean up. You got a lot of things to put back out in the yard. You got a lot of business to tend to with the house, with the weeds, with the bushes, with maintaining. And you need to make sure, too, that all of your gates are shut before you put Zeusy outside. Make sure everything is shut up the way it's supposed to be. Tomas is going to definitely obtain a job in your area. It's nothing to do with flying, though. It may be more of working in some type of warehouse or store, like an appliance store or furniture, appliance, something like that. But he is going to be working. At the same time, he's going to be working on flight hours, or something with hours of flight. Tomas and you are going to get very close. It's going to feel as if, who the hell was that walking up by my house? It's going to feel as if you're married. It's going to feel like you're married. And I don't feel like he's going to want to go back to Connecticut. If he does, it may be to take you with him. And then he's going to grab some things. You may go to your mom's house for a while. He's going to grab some things, load something up, and you'll drive back again. That's what it feels like. Like you drive this big truck back again. There's somebody walking out front of my house. But Shelley, that's the messages I have for you. That's Tomas's intentions. It is definitely going to be a happy ending, so don't let yourself get caught up in thinking negative and being nervous, because it's going to work out for you, okay? So, I don't know what that was. Anyway, anybody else next? Anybody else next? I see somebody outside. I want to look, see who that was. Who's that man? Light-haired man with a baseball cap. Oh, hiya.
I knew I see somebody. I said, who is that? My camera. I see somebody. I said, who is that?
Yeah.
You okay? You need a water? You good?
Water, yeah, okay.
You want it? Okay. This man's outside painting. I feel so bad for him. He needs water. Needs water. Hold on. And I give him a banana. I always give him a water and a banana. Okay.
You want paint here for you?
For you. Oh, that's
Huh?
okay.
I paint here for you. This.
Oh,
Look,
thank you.
I
Yeah, it's a
have this
mess,
color.
right? Okay, I take this down. Who's that calling? Oh, that's your phone or my phone? Oh, that's you.
No, my phone.
Oh, I thought it was me. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Hold on, you guys. Okay. The man's outside. I thought it was my phone ringing. It was his phone. Okay. Do I have anybody else? Indigo for a question or mini? Indigo, you have a question or are you doing a mini? Thank you, Tammy. Okay, what did she get? A question? Did she pay for a question or a mini? 'Cause I'll check the PayPal. Okay. So Indigo, you wanted to know if there was any love for you. Indigo. Oh, you paid for one question. Right. So your question is about love. Is there any love for you? Right? Indigo? Yep, I got it. I just checked it. So you want to know if there's any love for you. Okay. All right, let me use my grandmother. Right now it's quiet around you, and I say that because I feel like you've been without a partner, like single, for a while. But I feel like, Indigo, that there's not a whole lot for you to do to be meeting this person. I feel like there's not a whole lot going on with your life. You do follow the same pattern over and over. It's like you do the same thing, you go the same places, you hang around the same people. Not much changes. Is that right? Thank you, Indigo. So is that right? It's kind of the same routine, the same routine. It's like the same routine. It's like I go to work, I do this, I do that. It's the same routine. Yeah. Listen, love is not being limited by anybody else but you, is what I hear. In other words, you're not allowing it to come in. You're not even really welcoming it in. Um, I don't think you really see anybody who's really caught your interest because a lot of your heart is still stuck on something from the past. It feels like you're afraid to move forward or you're afraid to trust. It's like you want love, but you don't want love. It's like, yeah, I want to be in love and I want to have a relationship, but I don't want to go through the mess and the drama to get there. I don't want to have to dig out the weeds or deal with the weeds. You can't be scared, baby girl, to be in love. You can't be scared to meet somebody new. You can't be scared to allow somebody in. I feel like you're just getting ready to complete something. You're just getting ready to finish something, or you're just getting ready to start something. Because when something's completed, then there's something started. So the reason I say that is, so whether you're changing jobs, whether you're leaving a job, whether you're retiring from a job, whether you're getting ready to make some kind of change. Once this change is made, it's going to take you a few months, maybe even 3 to 6 months, to adapt to that change. And then once you do, I feel like not even trying, but you do end up meeting with somebody. And this develops not only into friendship, but into romance, into intimacy, into commitment. I don't know if you're thinking about marriage or if you're thinking that you don't need to get married. I don't know what your goal is on that. I don't feel like it's real strong right now. It's like a someday kind of thing, like maybe or someday, like it could happen someday. But it feels more like you got to let your guard down a little bit, a little bit. You're dating but very picky and stuck on old flames. Yeah, we all do get like that, but you have to be ready and willing for a change because you deserve a change. And you deserve to be picky. There's nothing wrong with being picky. But don't be too picky. Because sometimes what you think may not be for you may exactly be for you. Sometimes you're trying to pick this person that's fitting the same characteristics of the last flame that you had. And you actually want to look at somebody who's 100% different than the last flame that you had. 35. Yeah, and it's okay. Because you have gotten your life together and you have gotten things on track and you have accomplished a lot for yourself. But there's more to life than that, right? So, grab a couple of friends, and I feel like you don't have a whole lot of friends around you, but you do have a couple. And find a way to go on that cruise or find a way to take that trip. To just take a drive that goes nowhere. See where you end up. Start living your life, Indigo, because you're not really living it. Not really living it because you're playing it too safe is what you're doing. You're playing life way too safe. Join something. Get involved with something. It's going to get you around other people. So you can get out more. So you can make new friends. You isolate too much. So for one question, that's about all I can give you. But I hope that helps. I hope that helps. I got a man, I don't know if you can see him from the camera. Can you see him out there? He's painting my door for me. Every day I see that man out there painting other people's places. And I always give him a bottle of water and a banana. So today I gave him the bottle of water and a banana. I said, "You want your door painted?" I said, "Okay, thank you." Mine as well, Indigo. Thank you. Does anybody else purchase a question? Has anybody else purchased a question or a mini? Thanks, Leo. Leo, I'm so happy for you with your job. Thanks, Teresa. All right, you guys, remember I said about the dice before, so I'm going to be back on a little while after dinner with dice. And you're going to be like, what's dice? You'll see. I got dice, and I got my regular plain deck of cards. You don't want to miss this. You want to get in on it. It'll be fun. It's a quick message for you. My cards will give me the message. The dice will tell me how many cards you get to get your message. Okay? Now that's going to be pretty cheap. That is going to be $22.22 because that's fun. It's not heavy, but it's quick messages. But it's $22.22. Take your time, Leo. Get your job stable first. Take your time, Leo. Get your job stable first, and you will. Yeah, so it's dice. The dice tell me how many cards you get. The cards give you the message. And the regular playing deck of cards, because my grandmother's message will come through with the numbers that I get. All right, you guys. Sending lots of love. Sign up now with PayPal. $22.22. I'm only going to do a list of 10 people. Sign up. Sign up.